on a business trip with my master. Wait. Explosion?
Let's keep those brats in check and then we'll get to...
What's broken has been mended.
Let's keep those brats in check and then we'll get to have our vacation.
What's broken has been mended. I'll be your trustworthy sidekick and the most powerful weapon in your arsenal. What's broken has been mended.
How does it feel to be stomped on by an ant? I've had enough of betrayals! Unless you want to burn too. Stretch the books as fraudsters are condemned to burn. And you'll burn with me, detective!
You saw right through me.
Timing is everything.
Take a sip and wake up!
All fueled up and ready to roast. Enemies. Your death is insignificant.
Explosion? There's no bombs here. Only flour and a torch gun. What's broken has been mended.
Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good.
Explosion? There's no bombs here. Only flour and a torch gun. Explosion? There's no bombs here. Only flour and a torch gun. You reap what you sow. Here comes the fire! You'll never miss if you get close enough. Out of my way!
Distraction.
Oh, missed. That was a bluff.
Enemies.
I'll take care of this.
A tidy sum. Let's update the list.
This is it, the corner clinic. My old friend runs this establishment.
We're running forensics at a clinic. I thought they were for those needing a physician.
And my good friend is indeed a physician. Anatomy is her specialty. She's also incredibly well read and knows how to make the dead talk.
Will she help?
We've known each other since we were children and our friendship runs deep. She never fails to help me whenever I ask. Before I forget, I can also ask her to replace your bandages and dressing.
Oh dear. That's very kind of you, Master Detective, but I can take care of this minor inconvenience on my own. I tend to become quite anxious at clinics. Visiting a physician gives me a rather uncomfortable vibe. I'm afraid I must take my leave. Good luck with your friend. I shall await you at the office.
She doesn't like visiting doctors. Why is that? Well, the important thing right now is to get information out of the remains. Time to enter the clinic. The place seems well cleaned and smells of disinfectants.
Don't touch anything. You better find yourself a seat.
Sorry, I can't hear you clearly.
Sit.
Ship?
I said don't touch my things and find yourself a seat. 3 long years. You finally found your way back.
I'm working on a case, and I know you're good at dissecting corpses for forensics. I hope you can run your observations on a peculiar specimen of mine and tell me what it's all about.
Incredible way to greet someone after disappearing for 3 years. Didn't expect the first line to be, I'm working on a case. I'm actually curious now. Do you still remember my name?
Of course I do, Dr. Ver.
Then shouldn't you start—
This case is important. I need your help to examine these remains.
Not a chance. Who do you think I am? You ghost me for 3 years, then you turn up with a corpse and ask me to run forensics. You didn't even bother with a proper greeting.
Oh. Well, how are you faring these days?
Someone stole my cargo.
Yes?
A mob of gangsters stole my cargo. Retrieved the goods, and I might consider working on the body you brought in.
What sort of cargo is it?
You owe me an answer, yes or no.
Certainly. I'll go look for it.
The gangsters usually loiter around the Day Fairway intersection. Look around the place for clues of their activities.
Intersection. Got it.
City gangs grew in size these past years. Be careful. Don't let them bring you to my place in a body bag.
Don't worry, I can still handle a few hooligans. According to Firtho, traces of gang activities can be found at the intersection.
What's she doing?
Someone jacked the cargo from the doctor of the corner clinic. You seen any signs of it?
The corner clinic?
Now that's odd.
What's your business?
Dr. Firtho misses her cargo. Heard anything about that?
Firtho? No, please, don't take me in.
Their reactions are rather unexpected. There's another gangster over there.
Why are you looking at me funny?
A doctor's cargo hat.
Doctor? No! No!
Firtho seems to have garnered quite a reputation. I'll follow this one to locate the gang's gathering place.
The income flowing. Read it.
What the hell do you want?
Cargo from the corner clinic. Did your boys take it?
Wait, that bird-beak coroner hired you.
Maybe. And so what?
Keep steady, lads. We have the numbers. Pile on this lousy lout. Now it's my shit. Yeah.
Timing is everything.
Here comes the fire!
It's a service patron.
I'll take care of this. It's over.
Out of my way!
doing, is it?
We surrender. The cargo's yours. Just take it and leave us.
Got a question for you. You stole Firtho's cargo, yet you're so afraid of her. Why?
Firtho the coroner. She visits this place every night and nabs one of us for a human experiment. Everyone who came back was a screaming wreck. Their nightmares wouldn't end. I run a respectful organisation and serve as a proud representative of these parts. So I saw an opportunity and jacked her stuff. All we wanted to do was teach her a lesson. Now we know we stepped on the wrong toes. We'll never touch her property again.
Human experiments. Regardless, I have the cargo. Time to ask Firtho to help me examine the remains.
This won't fool me. Only one fate awaits those who try to stop me. You reap what you sow.
That was close!
Enemies.
Still bitter about the last fight? I'm always ready for another.
This won't fool me. You reap what you sow.
Burn it all down! Super cleanup!
This won't fool me. Fools! You have no idea what you're about to face, do you? You reap what you sow.
Here comes the fire!
I'll take care of this. Distraction. No marks left behind. Almost a perfect crime. Oh, just kidding.
Back so soon. Now that's efficient.
Medicine that should be kept away from the patients. This would be Firtho's secret. Firtho built this table herself. It's specifically designed for autopsies. I have the things you want.
Excellent. Haven't lost your touch, it seems.
So, can we start examining the remains? Alright, let me start over. Firtho, for the sake of our friendship, do me a favour and examine the remains for me.
Of course, now you're finally learning how to behave. Come, I've already performed the forensics on the remains.
Already? I knew you'd help.
The conditions of this corpse you brought in are simply terrible. First things first, the remains are severely carbonized, with some bones showing signs of calcination. It's almost impossible to identify the victim.
Can you identify the victim's gender?
From the pelvic measurements, the victim is male.
How old is he?
From the pubic symphysis, the victim is at least 30 years old. I found something that might interest you. The cause of death.
We found obvious signs of arson at the crime scene. I suppose you found something else about how he died.
From the remains, it's difficult to determine the exact cause of death. However, no carbon particles have been found in the victim's respiratory tract. There are also no signs of contortion of the limbs. This means that the deceased had no signs of life when the fire started.
You're telling me that he was already a corpse before he was burned?
Correct. So to wrap it all up, the deceased was around 30. Though we do not know how he died, burning is definitely not on the list.
A man in his 30s. The gender is right, but Grim is younger than that. And it wasn't the fire that killed them.
Don't worry, my conclusions should be watertight, unless the Royal Academy and the centuries of knowledge it accrued have all been mistaken.
I have faith in your judgment. The rest is detective work.
By the way, I found a strange gooey substance on the remains. It contains no human tissue, so I know it's not human in origin.
A gooey substance with no human tissue? I found something similar at the crime scene.
It needs to be identified with a...
I remember Alf Cle- Thank you.
Hold on. Take this.
What is this?
It's in the I concocted this...
Did I ever mention?
I'm a doc...
By the way,
Human experiments. Many of them were ridden with skin rashes, infected by a highly contagious strain of varicella. And I happen to be working on a new form of medicinal treatment with the Academy. A preparation of an attenuated form of the source pathogen. It will help the user avoid further infections. Unfortunately, the only route of administration is via subcutaneous injection. Hence, I had to get hold of a few, restrain them to the bed, and inject them. The good news is that the recent batch proved its worth with an 80% success rate. The spread of the disease has been contained.
oh, is that so? They do not understand the treatment methods you employ. Such actions may cause them to fear you.
Why fear me? I'm the one helping them avoid the infectious rash. But you just reminded me how convenient it was to find them. I have some new medicines, and I do intend to invite them over to run a few human subject clinical trials.
And they happen to be a most agreeable lot. You will succeed. Now, if I may, I'm taking my leave for my office. The results of the forensics contradict the witness testimonies. If the witness did not lie, then there is only one possibility. I should use my lab bench to verify my hypothesis.
Master Detective! Master Detective, I finally found you! I tried visiting Chief Inspector Lauren, but he wasn't at the constabulary. So I went to the detective's office to look for you, but you weren't there either.
Looking for me? Tell me, what's happening?
There's someone I know. His name is Grimm. He's a... oh, well...
Well,
God, I knew... but there's one... just... he... Master Detective, if you find...
Grimm's on a criminal case. Now that's an unexpected finding.
Life has not been kind to me. Death, on the other hand, has been a truer friend.
Not everyone's like you, my dear patron. I'm more of a supporting role, you know? Like when strong liquor needs a splash of water. Even big brains need a bit of street smarts.
Life has not been kind to me. Death, on the other hand, has been a truer friend. I have the conclusion. Apply restraints on any uncooperative patients. Vital organs unharmed. The anatomical structure is evident.
Burn it all down!
I'm taking over.
Out of my way!
Go and take a break. Good. Now comply with my treatment. I have the conclusion.
No need to worry.
Commencing emergency surgery.
Here comes the fire! The Miss Agency taught me how to get the bullseye every time. Enemies.
I have the conclusion.
Timing is everything.
Whoa!
I have the conclusion. I've seen my fair share of disagreeable patients.
It's all in vain.
Out of my way!
You reap what you sow.
Super cleanup! Ah!
Speed up. I see everything. The office was left empty for quite...
70-30. Your way.
didn't expect him to launch a sudden brutish strike from the left,
Whoa!
but the detective predicted that and parried it.
That's awesome!
All it took was a simple slash from the detective to throw Rex off his balance. The detective then followed with a flurry of rapid attacks.
Chief Inspector, sounds as though you just watched from the sides. It feels quite unfair, don't you think?
Really? Well, I think I was helping plenty by not getting in the way.
You all seem to be enjoying your discussion.
You're back, Master! Everyone's here!
Our superintendent has his hands full looking for the werewolves, so I came here to get myself updated about your investigation. And I must add, nice fight.
Master Detective, did you get any key information from the body?
Hold on, there's one more step. Time to use the newly cleaned lab bench. Grey, no obvious odour, and rather thick. The contents: thickeners, mud, and water. I see. A flame retardant. It can absorb heat and prevent fires from spreading.
Flamery. What does it mean? Whoa! Don't touch that, Master! You'll get burned!
I'm not burned. The vaporizing water brings off the heat to protect the skin underneath. The truth behind the incident is slowly revealing itself. The autopsy revealed rumours around pixies that flame retardants have been found at the scene. The two of them must have used it to prevent Grim from actually burning to death. This alleyway is where the incident happened. Late afternoon, Ross, Grim and a lady arrived here at an appointed time. The two concocted a plan to fake someone's death.
A fake death? Are you saying that Grim didn't die? But we have a witness who saw it happen.
Using a flame-type reactor will leave some silverium. Alcohol is the most easily acquired flammable material. The flame retardant can insulate the user against heat. Rubbing it on the body protects it from burns. Grim places his camera and hat down by the side, and then applies the flame retardant on his entire body. His companion prepares the fuel and ignition device.
Whoa! Is he gonna get burnt?
No, before that happened, they must... The witness who saw Grim in flames is a nearby resident. According to his testimonies, he would water the flowers every afternoon at that time. They found this resident's schedule, then ignited the fire once he showed up. As they expected, the witness burned the scene into his memory before running away in fear.
So, we have a witness claiming that Grim was burned to death. Then who was the body we found in the alley if it was a fake death?
We found an extremely carbonized body at the scene. Forensics revealed him to be a male of at least 30 years of age.
At least 30. Grim wasn't that old from what I remember.
Additionally, forensics also discovered that the male was already dead before the fire began. The carbonization of the corpse perfectly obscured his true identity. Therefore, the body isn't Grim, but a prop that Grim and his companion prepared.
That means if we fail to examine the corpse thoroughly, we'll never find them.
No. This was the time when an accident happened. Though people barely enter the alleyways of a street punk, and that's if this to protect Grim from being discovered, his companion it was an The punkster did not expect a lady to act in such a manner. He was completely occupied by the lady and began to fight.
That makes total sense. No one saw Grim again after this incident, and that's how Grim died.
Nobody found out about the fake death, but the companion paid the price. During the scuffle, she lost a shoe.
Incredible. You described it as if...
Can't believe he stayed.
A fake death? What is the fake death meant for?
Fraud?
No, it aims to convince others of your death.
Indeed, faking one's death becomes an option only when death becomes a necessity. During that noonday, Grim mentioned he was investigating a big story. Pixie also mentioned something similar afterwards. Maybe he crossed a powerful force that proved too big for him to handle. Otherwise, he wouldn't need to go through all this trouble and fake his own death. A train ticket out of town would have sufficed.
Are you saying that he's being hunted?
That is a possibility.
Then whose body is it? If it wasn't Grim, we still have a murder on our hands. Someone got burned to cinders. Did Grim kill a man and use the victim's body, all to fake his own death so that he could escape?
We are still unable to discern the identity of the deceased.
Then what about the rich lady? Who is she? If she's an accomplice to Grim's fake death, she definitely knows something.
Unfortunately, the only thing a person's not yet. Pixie told me that the home. You mean, if memory serves, Grim visited here yesterday. Alf was the one who chased him out.
Right! I defended the detective's office.
He was poking around. I can see that someone has searched the cabinets. I thought it was Alf, but perhaps it was someone else. Grim's appearance in the office was no mere coincidence. Society is a system of chaos. What links seemingly unrelated fragments together may be logic, but it could also be illusions or conspiracies. Beneath the hot fluorescent tube? Not here. A cabinet with a mouldy smell. This isn't it. Empty storage boxes. Not here. With Grim's personality in mind, where would he hide it? Found it!
Grim's notebook.
What's this? Isn't it from the Nameless Ashes case?
We have a name now. Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good.
Of strength.
Here comes the fire! Flamethrower ready! Enemies! Fools belong in hell!
Nevermore.
Now it's my turn. You owe me a cocktail shaker.
You reap what you've sown. Distraction. Distraction. Out of my way.
enemies.
As I suspected.
Maintaining order demands a heavy.
Reset the board.
Out of my way. All fueled up and ready to roast. That was close.
At your service, Paige. Take a sip and wake up.
Your death is insignificant.
Okay, time for today's plans. Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good.
Explode?
What's broken has been...
Not everyone's like you, my dear patron. I'm more of a supporting role, you know? Like when strong liquor needs a splash of water. Even big brains need a bit of street smarts.
One.